Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Britny Virginia, and if it's your first time here, welcome to my channel where I share some lifestyle content, beauty content with you guys. So today I have a few head wrap styles that I hope you enjoy, and yeah, I'm gonna talk through these just a little bit, but it's very much like just watch it and take your time to digest everything that I'm doing. Basically, these are very simple head wrap styles, and you'll see like it doesn't take me long at all. The other thing as well with head wraps, it takes, just with natural hair as well, when you're doing your hair, it takes time to just learn your hair and learn your head wrap. So it's just about really getting comfortable with the fabric and material and knowing what material works for what with what style. So today I have this stocking cap that I turned. It was an old stocking cap that I just made it into a cap to with my head, and I have these like fluffy socks that I use when it's winter time. These are clean, obviously. Okay, for those of you wondering. Okay, but yeah, so I use it as a bun to put in the back of my head. And you notice that I put my hair in a bun already, and then obviously it's not big enough, so I added the head wrap. So it already has this like foundation to it. Not head wrap, sorry, the socks. And then I tie it down because the stocking cap is quite loose and quite like fidgety. So now I tie it down with a head tie, and that is to help it stay in place, so it's not moving about whilst it's on my head throughout the day. And this head wrap is more of a cotton. I would say this is cotton, almost synthetic as well. I think this is synthetic. I probably need to look at the material. Maybe more synthetic material. So certain head wrap styles will not work with this one. You really have to work with the material of it. So right now I'm just doing a head wrap with a back bun, to just show you the simple way I do it. So I already have you actually don't need to have the socks or have a bun already in the back. You could just do it with knots. So as you see, I wrapped my head around and I'm making a knot right underneath the bun, right? Not too tight. The other thing as well people have said is like how uncomfortable the head wrap can be. You need to make sure that you're not making the first knot tight, and that's when you know. So if you feel uncomfortable or just start to feel slightly uncomfortable, just know you're gonna feel uncomfortable throughout the day. So that's a way to keep in mind, to not make it too tight around your head, so it can last throughout the day without it irritating you. So as you can see, I did the knot, and now I'm just going around that bun that I made underneath my head wrap, and wrapping it around to just make a nice twist. I'm not twisting it completely, just slightly, just a little bit, so it sits nicely on top of each other and it wraps nicely, but just not all the way. So I want it to be a little bit loose, a little more, my style, guys, come on. It's like natural, earthy kind of vibe always with me. So that's the first style. This took me about 5 minutes, I think. You can make it more tight if you wanted to make the twist the head wrap more around. You could do that, so it can be more like tighter. I just like that loose kind of look. So, and I think in the future you'll see me probably do a head wrap style where I roll the wrap around a bit more, so it shows that kind of nice kind of more silk back or kind of look. I don't know what else to how to describe it. So this is the second head wrap style. With this head wrap, I'm doing the same thing. I'm going around, twisting it. I don't have to roll it too much, just nice and loose. Tuck that underneath. So it's always good to find a good tuck in, so make sure your ends always nicely tucked in if you can. And then with the other end, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to loosely just open it up a bit, and then I'm going to just wrap that around while keeping it open. So it has this like almost like it's my natural hair, even though it's not my hair. That painting oh, what's that painting of that girl with the blue eyes and her head wrap is like on her shoulder, just dropping nicely. But yeah, so you find the nice tuck for your head wrap for the other side and tuck it in so it doesn't always come out. And yeah, you just have it out like this, and it's a really nice simple style. It makes it look like you put in a lot of effort even if you didn't. That's why I like this style, and it's so like earthy, so like bohemian, so Nubian. Yeah, I love these styles that I'm trying. These are quite Nubian styles that I'm gonna show you today. And to keep it in, obviously I'm showing you different styles. So you would pin that the end nicely with like a clothespin, and then that will keep it in intact throughout the day. Just make sure you don't pin your head because that might hurt, so be careful. And yes, now I'm going on to my third style. So yeah, this one is more of a higher updo, a bobo shanty kind of look. Although we're not in that religion. So yeah, but it goes back into the Nubian bohemian kind of vibe and style that I'm going for as per usual on my channel. So this time I'm bringing all my hair up, and I am making it into a bun at the top of my head. And then I'm gonna add my sock again. So this one I definitely need a sock because I want it to be high. Yes, I definitely need a sock, or you can actually get in the beauty supply store like buns. So you can have a top bun, a back bun. They actually sell it. So it's like it's like a stocking cap with installed like rounded bun already inside. So you can play around with your hair or your head wraps. And like I said, I'm going in with my head tie over that because just to keep it in place, because the stocking cap will move around. And just make sure that you're able to cover your entire head the way I'm covering my head and the stocking cap. So this I have to be careful the knot is not too obvious, so I tied it a bit loose and not too tight, because again, if it's too tight, it's gonna irritate your head. You're gonna have a headache, and it does take some time, I think, to get used to having head wrap on. But I think as long as you don't think about just, oh, it has to be so tight, then you're able to go throughout the day having it on. It's just about really as you get comfortable with it, you'll get much better, trust me. So yeah, keeping in mind with this, try not to make the knot too big, because mind you, we're having a head wrap up, so we have to make sure the front still look kind of put together. So this one is more cotton, the other one was more synthetic, right? So this one is cotton, and you basically hold so you see how I have it? I wrap the cloth in half, not all the way half, but maybe a third way down or quarter down of the way, and then I wrap it from when the folding, so the folding is in the back and then the loose end is in the front. All right, cool. Now I also have to make sure that I have equal length on both sides, and then I go around. It's always easy for me to go around this side first. I go around, I make sure that it's sitting nicely on my head. So that's a big thing. I have to make sure that it's sitting nicely on my head. And I go around and around, and I have to look at my puff. Because I have my sock, I have to make sure it doesn't look too crazy and too unnatural. So I make sure that it's folded around my puff or my sock in a way that doesn't make it look too outrageous. But also brings it up and makes it look nice and full. And now I'm going around with the other one on the other side, the other end, and I'm wrapping that around. Now, as you can see, I have a bit of a bump. I didn't notice that during it, but I would have fixed that if I had noticed it. and you can as well. So, and you just find a good place to tuck. And now I'm just like flattening out my head and just the sides of my head and around my head, because I just want to make sure it doesn't look too bumpy. Like I want it to look silk back just nicely, so it doesn't look too bumpy and too outrageous. And this was really quick. Maybe if I did this, took more time with it, it would have been even more nice and slick. But like I said, we're going for the Nubian, Bobo Shanti kind of look today. And as you can see, I have a bit of a thread sticking out. But yeah, if I had noticed that, I would have like fixed it. So yeah, those were the 3 looks. Let me know which one was your favorite. Comment down below. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and comment and share. See you next time. Bye.